Lately, I've been thinking a lot about what it feels like, or what it's like to follow Jesus truly, and to not wear the title of being a Christian, or treating it like it's some aesthetic. It's hit me that sometimes we can talk about Jesus, and we can go to church, and we can post Bible verses on our Instagram posts, but in reality, Jesus is in the background of our lives. Instead, we're focused on chasing success, chasing money, chasing some sort of reputation or title in this world, and we're not truly chasing the relationship that we can get with Jesus. The thing is that Jesus didn't call us to follow him halfway, to be on the fence with him and the world. It says in Revelations chapter 3, starting at verse 15, it says, "I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. You say, I am rich, I have acquired wealth, and I do not need a thing. But you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked." You can't stand in both worlds of your relationship with God. You can't say you love him and then not act like it. It's not good to wear this, what you think is a title of Christianity, and be going to parties, be like surrounding yourself with drink, like drugs, and just giving the devil a foothold. That's what it's all about. Say to yourself, oh, but I'm not doing it, I'm just around it. That doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, it's an environment of temptation for your faith. You're still going there, and your flesh is stronger than your relationship with God, and that's a prideful thing as well. Don't overestimate your relationship with God, because you will feel guilty when you fall, and you overestimated your relationship. So when you fall, you're like, oh, maybe my relationship with God was like little to nothing. No, it's just, that's how powerful sin is. So don't be giving the devil a foothold. It's following Jesus means setting apart from the world, being different from the world. And that means self-sacrifice. That means not going to these parties. That means not living the way that you used to. That means not inviting temptation into your life. Not inviting anything that doesn't glorify God into your life. You know? James 4:4 states, "Friendship with the world is enmity towards God." So like when you're chasing all these things, when you have the mindset of like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on getting money, I'm gonna earn this time, I'm gonna be this way in the future, I'm gonna be making all this money, I'm gonna buy nice things for the people I care about. In a sense, sure, that's all well and good, but how does that glorify God? If anything, that only just leads to even more temptation. Only leads to even more temptation to be prideful, to spend your money on things that you know won't benefit your relationship with God, you know? And that's not me saying buying things for the people that you love won't benefit your relationship with God, but I'm saying, like, your focus being money is such a dangerous thing, when it should be to glorify God in the life that you have. If you know the truth, and you act a certain way that's off the truth, that's the exact opposite to the truth, knowing the truth and acting this way, that's a very dangerous place to be in. Yesterday, I was doing Bible study with a friend of mine, and we were going over Hebrews chapter 10. And there's this one part in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. It says, "If we deliberately keep on sinning after we have received the knowledge of the truth, no sacrifice for sin is left, but only a fearful expectation of judgment and of raging fire that will consume the enemies of God. Anyone who rejected the law of Moses died without mercy on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. How much more severely do you think someone deserves to be punished who has trampled the Son of God underfoot, who has treated as an unholy thing the blood of the covenant that sanctified them, and who has insulted the Spirit of grace? For we know him who said, "It is mine to avenge, I will repay." And again, the Lord will judge his people. It is a dreadful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. This isn't guilt shaming. This isn't anything to do with guilt. It's just reality. It's reality for your walk with God. You can't live for the world. You can't be on the fence. And there's this story that I heard. There was a guy, and there was Jesus, and then there was the world, or the devil, on the other side. And then there was a fence in the middle. He had to choose between the two. And so what he did, he thought he was well smart in that. So he decided to go on the fence and be like, oh, I'll get a little bit of Jesus and a little bit of the world. The thing is that he didn't know is that the world owned the fence. So you can't be on the fence with God because the world owns the fence. It doesn't matter. Jesus says, if you're lukewarm, if you're 50-50, he will spit you out of his mouth. So it's all about when you choose to follow Jesus, it means intently turning away from the way that you used to live, putting any temptations any environments that you might be tempted in out. Even if you don't feel tempted in it, it's better just to surround yourself in a better environment than in one that you might be tempted in. So this is all a very serious message, definitely. But the good news, this is always good news, is that Jesus is still knocking at the door. He forgives us so much, and for us to just to blindly follow the world after it's offered us nothing, and we've gotten a taste of what Jesus has to offer, the peace and the love and the joy, and we still choose to follow the world, even though it's done us no good. I don't know why we do it. No, I do know why we do it. It's because we're sinners, and that's by nature. The thing is that when you hear the truth, it is expected of you to turn the other way, to turn towards the truth. When you hear the truth, turn the other way from the world. Stop playing with God, because he's not someone to be played with. This is eternity we're talking about. This is more than this life. All in. Why not just go all in for God? Put aside anything that doesn't glorify God and just go all in for him. Chase him, because you know, you've tasted what he can offer. You know the peace and the joy that he can bring. Don't follow the world. This world offers nothing compared to what Jesus does. And when you know that, all I can do is just encourage and genuinely ask you to reconsider and to go fully in for God. It is the best thing that you can ever do.